Movement number 4. Dragon seeks path. Dragon whips his tail.
Yo, my man, why you got on that purse, huh?
Hey, this ain't no purse. I'm the big deals. Don't do that. $100 Patron in the bid at, you heard? Get your money up, not your funny up.
Gratata, gratata, gratata. Yo, listen, off top. Munfu podcast, Prodega making paper till the sun goes down. Scrufacejean.
No scruface.
Facto. We out here, we Littified gang, it's official, bro. We back, we on the second episode, you feel me? So
we on episode 101.
Facts.
The first 100 go to
the first 100's just out of there. Yo, we lit, bro. So what, man, listen, bro. I'm about to introduce this one, bro, because I feel like I have to. So our boy, our dog, our squadron, our crony, the man, the guy, the myth, the legend, Vic Mensa, out here off that powder again.
That Vic Mensa?
Definitely off that.
Definitely off that Dax.
Definitely off that. Definitely off of him, a QP of that Dax. The Dax knows.
Daniel Nawasu.
Facts, bro. So, I don't know, man. So, listen, the other day, I was scrolling by my lonely, you feel me? And I stumbled upon some stuff that said, yo, Vic Mensa dresses up in a Confederate flag dress. And I'm like, hold
Yo,
on.
when you say Confederate flag dress, I don't know why that's so... Do you know why that's funny? Because how wildly... You just froze. I hope I'm not froze.
Yeah, you just froze. But you good. You good.
Yeah, I'm... Now, how hilariously offensive that is to the people that's offensive to is hilarious.
No, it's definitely spectacular.
Because think about if you're like...
What happened?
My bad, go ahead. I said, because think if you're like super racist and like already like do that, and then that should definitely make you extra mad.
Facts.
Which is hilarious. But here's the thing: I want to do a deep dive on this, bro. Let me get my rounds off. Listen, Vic Mensa is the ultimate clout chaser. He's the ultimate mumble rapper. He's the ultimate whatever, all of that stuff that he said about Triple X and say, the stuff he does is for attention. Now, I know everybody's going to be like, well, every artist does stuff for attention. But my thing is, that's fine. That's fine. But don't have your cake and eat it too. Don't be Mr. Righteous when it helps you, and then be Mr. Clickbait when it don't. You clearly know why you were wearing this. Now, here's the thing. There's nothing wrong with cross-dressing, right? Nothing wrong with that. Don't get that twisted. The problem comes in when I feel like Vic Mensa uses certain things that people can't talk about to get attention. It's only to generate attention. It's not to push a good message.
It's never to push it. It's never to put it. It's kind of like, not to bring up my son Tom McDonald again, but like with the whole Tom McDonald situation, it was what it was. Like with the I'm black or whatever, like, you know, whatever, we call it pandering, whatever. But like with him though, he didn't like harm anybody in the process. You know what I mean? It wasn't like, if anything, like it probably pushed a more positive message than it did a good message. But then you got somebody like Vic Mensa, and like Vic Mensa is like, he's not for the better good. You know what I mean? He never,
for himself,
yeah, facts. It's always about what he's about to get from this situation and all that. And it's just like, I don't know, it's bogus.
My thing about it is, it's cool to be about yourself, but to me, it's just about what do you sacrifice? What do you use to get people to pay attention to you? That's the corny stuff to me. When you using Triple X's death to get attention, and then disguising that as a problem with domestic abuse, that's why you talked about it, and you using this, like, listen, you clearly did this. I don't want to hear you talk about how hip-hop is different, and it's not about rapping, and these dudes, all they got to do, you put on a dress and you rap, bro. I don't care if you rapped and you was lyrical in it. You did the same tactics that a New Age Jack Boy did. You take the same tactics that all these mumble rappers that you quote unquote hate and this stuff did. You did the exact same thing. So I don't want to act like I hate that stuff, and then you try to guise it as something else. Like, no, this is actually way more important because it's a Confederate flag dress. So now I'm talking about racism. No, you're not, bro. You just
Dog, hold up. Did you watch it?
Mm-mm.
Oh my God.
I saw clips of it.
Son, he was putting on lipstick like it was mad weird, son.
I ain't gonna hold you. I low-key feel like Vic Mensa a little debatable. I've been thought that.
I mean, honestly, like after seeing that, bro, he's like literally kicking his legs up and down like this. Like with high heels on. It was mad weird, son. It was mad weird, son. I ain't even gonna hold you. Like,
but even with the way that he dressed and acts and stuff, that's cool. Like, he definitely seemed like a cross dresser.
No, he like literally wore eye makeup, didn't he? Doesn't he like wear eye makeup regular? Yeah.
So,
and it's not even that I care about that. I could give two damns about that. It's just more about like the way this dude comes off is like he's so high and mighty, like he wants to be such a good guy all the time and yada yada, but it's never really about that. You know what I mean?
I don't even think he tries to come off like being a good guy. He tries to come off like his stuff is a lot deeper than it actually is.
Yeah, no doubt.
He'll make fun of hip hop and like the way hip hop was going on, and then realize that he needs to do that stuff, but then try to guise it as something else. I can understand that. If he was just like, yeah, I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
And then I wouldn't be mad, but he's trying to always act like there's a righteous
no doubt
move behind everything he does.
No doubt. Yeah, that's a big fact. Yeah, I don't know, man. Vic Mensa is a very weird dude, man. And he's somebody that, like, I don't ever feel like the temperature of him is to talk, like, good about him. Every time I ever hear about Vic Mensa, it's always something negative. You feel me? It's never one time has it been Vic Mensa did this, Vic Mensa did that. It's always something
negative. You know what
negative.
I noticed, though? You know what I think? I think he does that because he doesn't know how to make people like him. And that's what people who tend to not know how to do that. They double down on the hate because they don't know how to make stuff that will make people like them.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, well, attention is attention, so let me just double down on the hate.
Right.
Because even look at Kanye. In the beginning of Kanye's career, he was trying to make people like him, right?
Yeah.
And now he's playing into, like, the villainous parts of him that people think are that. And it's because there's so much negative backlash on him. Notice how he wasn't a contrarian when everybody was loving him.
Nah, never.
He was for the better good.
Yeah, he always like Jesus walk Kanye West was not the same as now Kanye West. You know what I mean? It's it came way more about self.
Because low key, Jesus walks kind of like Kanye. Nah, I ain't gonna hold you like, but you know,
a little bit. But Kanye West always kind of had that arrogance. I just feel like
it's not the arrogance. It's more like when you make songs like with Most Def talking. Regardless of that, I'm just saying like. He was a lot more of a conscious rapper when people were like on his side, and then when he wasn't, he just became the villain. And I think Vic Mensa does that because he's already looked at like so many people don't like him, or that's the stigma, even if it's not true.
Yeah.
So I think he leans into this because I'll keep it a buck. I have not heard one person talk about the song. I cannot tell you.
Nah, me either. Honestly, the way I saw it was like. Say Cheese like posted on Facebook. I'm gonna keep it a band. That's the only reason why I saw it. It was like something weird like that, and I was like, "Yo, what the hell?" And I clicked on it. I'm like, wait, what the fuck is going on, dog?
I think also Vic, man, there be certain people who like when they're going through a lot, like they act a certain way. I think it's because they got demons they don't want to talk about. I think Vic wants to come out the closet. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I think that's why he's so mad. I'm not even trying to be fun. It's not a funny thing. I'm dead serious. When I see the way he moved, it just seemed like he's mad at the world for something. And I feel like with the way he moved, he be trying to hint. He be trying to like hint to people like, yeah, this is how I get down. And instead of just living his truth, I think he tries to lash out at people. And I'm not saying this is a lash out, but I'm saying like, all this stuff he did. I guess I'm also talking about the Triple X stuff a lot, but think about all the stuff this dude does for attention. That he always tries to guys.
He goes.
Triple X.
He goes a lot. Like he does a lot, bro. Like you can't talk about the dead. You feel me? Like and then like expect people to just be calm about that shit. Like he knew what was gonna happen when he did that. So like he consciously, I think, makes the decision to act the way he does. I just think, I don't know, it's lame. It's like a big ass front. I just don't understand like why, if you're dealing with shit, why do other people have to suffer because of that? You feel me? Like other people, and I mean, not saying even what he's doing is making people suffer with this, but like, you know, it just like he just really doesn't have any morals.
Keep it a buck. Seeing Vic Mensa in the dress, because even if you was a drag queen, you a trash drag queen, son. You didn't even try. Like I know drag queens looking at him like, bruh, listen. You did that. That's definitely torture. That's definitely. I'm sure there's drag queens looking at this like, oh no, this is torture.
That nigga
but
definitely
no,
off that board.
let's not even do this. This is the thing why I think he's uber corny. This is why I think he's uber corny. I'm gonna just say what it is. The Munfu shit, I don't care. Listen, this ain't the first time he's tried to use the Confederate flag to get attention. It would be one thing.
This ain't even
bro,
the third.
Yeah, it's like you're clearly trying to poke a bear. And it's not working.
Yeah.
And you keep trying to up it. You keep trying to up it.
Yeah. Until like people freak out, and then it's like, oh, that's all he wants. That's all he wants. He's gonna get a
Confederate flag tattoo next. Watch.
I mean, he probably already got one.
He done got the sticker, put it on his jacket, tried to go up to the Breakfast Club and talk about, no, we're taking this back. Didn't work.
Man,
so that
yo, that nigga is a fucking lame, bro. Simple as that.
This dude just dropped the Ethel. But yeah.
I say it all the time. What they gonna say, no?
And then the thing that kills me is like, yeah, you wearing a dress, but then, and then what? You know how I always say, and then what?
Nothing.
And then what? Like,
Nathaniel, nothing.
I don't
Just
know
a
the
bunch
name
of
of
talk.
the song, son.
Me either. Nah, I don't either. That's the thing. Like, every time I see this dude, he's being made spectacle of. Like, it's never positive shit. It's always like,
I feel like, go ahead, my bad.
Nah, it's just always some wild shit Vic Mensa did, you know?
I don't understand this to me, because this is one thing. I'm not too mad at him for doing this. Whatever, do whatever. But this, to me, my main point, like him wearing the dress thing, whatever, do what you want, you know, get attention on people, all that, people to talk about this song. I get it. But this has to not show that this is a guy, this is a provocateur. Using a good word. This is somebody who uses that to push his stuff, which is cool. Until you use this fact and rewind the time, and now look at the Triple X stuff. And now you're like, oh, I get it.
Yeah.
The way you get your message across is shock.
Yeah, all the time, always. It's always about shock value. It is, I don't know, that's just real lame for, I don't know, man. That dude is a real lame ass nigga, bro.
I ain't gonna hold you. He looked like every time, like that dress, he looks like every time Eminem depicts Kim in a video, that's what it looks like.
Bruh. This dude is out of his mind. Like, yeah, you know that's what he'd be doing is just for the clickbait, because the way, I don't know, bro. This dude is just like son.
And do whatever you want. I always say you can do whatever you want. Just don't have your cake and try to. Just don't try to act as if when people call you out, like, yo, you definitely doing this kind of more for attention than your message, you know, and maybe not even this, but you know, all the other stuff you be doing with the Confederate flag. Look at your screen, son. I'm glad you showed that. Oh my God.
Yo, shout out to YouTube for doing me greasy. Look at that.
Tell me why this dude got so mad at his video going yellow that he broke his phone. Yeah, I'm telling. Hey, guy. Hey, when you told me that, I definitely hit you with the. I was just on the phone like.
Nah, you gotta see this part because it's so weird.
No, we see it. I see it. I'm looking at it right now.
Yo, garbage. And the whole time your video went yellow.
Is like, I can't even rate this. I can't even rate the song because I haven't listened to it.
I listened to it. It was garbage. He was like
What's
singing.
the song like?
He was literally singing. Like he was singing like.
Oh, it's a rock song.
Yeah. It was mad boo boo.
Yeah, it's a rock. I do remember they said it's a rock song. Yeah, I'm probably gonna be skipping that one.
Yeah, no, mad
But I
boo.
mean, I guess he on his rock star stuff. Rock stars be cross dressing. I know his argument. I already hear his argument. I hear it. I know what it's gonna be. Vic, watch.
He gonna say, "Oh, it's because I'm black that I can't put the dress on."
"Oh, when Twisted Sister wears dress up, when Kiss wears dress up, it's fine. But when I do it, it's like, yes, when you do it. What? Why do people act like that's not a thing?
They be acting like, yeah, definitely.
You
be
have a
acting
different
like
life. You've done different things in your life. There's different. You're not in the same journey. So, yeah, of course, I'm gonna look at you. Yeah.
Definitely look at that nigga Odd Future.
And
you froze.
Hip hop now and how the double XL, all this stuff's garbage, all this stuff. You look at it, it's contradicting to some of the stuff that he do.
You froze now. You definitely froze on the dumbest face ever though.
Tell me when I'm unfroze.
Nah. Well, it might go back. It says poor connection. Hold up. You about to say.
No, let's go back.
Yeah, nah. What were you saying though? Cause I could hear you.
I said, the reason why I dig Vic Mensa, the reason why I wanted to do this episode, the reason why I wanted to point this out is just like, Vic, bro, like, you're clearly, like, just live your truth, bro. That's so crazy.
Boy.
Because you literally couldn't FaceTime me for like a second.
Yeah, I was FaceTiming you mad long. Anyways, though, keep saying what you were saying.
What was the last thing I said?
You were saying the Vic Mensa doing the shit for attention.
I'm saying son clearly doing his stuff for attention, and I wish that he was a little bit more honest in the way he moved. Live your truth. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
ain't nothing wrong with, any type of lifestyle, but it's just that, and that's not even the point. The point is that, man, when you, and I guess I always do, I'm doing this to bring back the X point, just almost for him, because I want people to pay attention to the way people move all the time.
Yeah, facts.
To have a very goldfish memory as a society now. I just think, hey, yo, I always say let the universe play itself out, but pay attention when it's playing itself out.
Yeah, no doubt. Definitely.
Window.
Yeah, nah, man. Vic Mensa weirdo, bro. The congregation all pretty much agrees. That dude definitely don't know exactly what. Why you do? I don't like when you do that. It makes me uncomfortable. It makes me mad.
Get out, get right.
Nah, it makes me uncomfortable. I can't allow it.
Nigga, you ain't even smoking.
I know, but.
So why make you uncomfortable? You make me uncomfortable.
Nigga, you making me. I got Trito. You know what I mean? I mean, man, it's legal where I'm at. I don't give a fuck what this nigga's talking about. Yeah, listen. Man, listen, bro. Off top, bro. If you tuning in and you new to the Munfu podcast, the Money Up, No Funny Up podcast, make sure.
You just did the weirdest thing with your eye. I can't wait to watch it back in the video. You did the weirdest thing with one eye.
Make sure you drop a like, dog. Make sure you comment if you new. Make sure you drop a subscribe and hit the bell.
We're on the road to 10,000 subscribers, man. Let's get there.
Hey, yo, and off top, bro. Free the boss, Dom Biggerville, you heard? Yo, free the wave, you heard? Hey, he about to get out, though, you heard? Hey. Hey, dog. Hey, don't disrespect the boss, Dom Biggerville. Yo, my son made a post talking about how he was supposed to be out. They were supposed to give him 20. They knocked that down and then gave him 12. You feel me? So my son, boss Don Biggerville.
What does his son do?
Like strong arm robbery for real.
Oh.
Yeah.
This dude.
I don't know, man, but free the wave. You heard? Tune in, bro. Grr, bow.